This is the potato that you know. But this is the real potato. The potato that you don't know. The original. Right here, this is the banana. It's not the banana that you know. It's the banana that God made. No, and that's not some random plant that you just plant out of your lawn to keep your lawn looking nice. That's lettuce. The OG lettuce. Many of these foods, such as lettuce, wasn't edible or was barely edible in its original form. See, AI is playing games with words by saying the original lettuce was edible, but it was used as medicine. The sap, not the leaves, was used for medicinal purposes, but not as food. That's like turning penicillin to an actual food source when it's a medicine. Which brings me to our most abundant food source. Our most abundant food source here in America is corn. What you see on the right is the original corn. Now, was the original corn, was it edible? Absolutely not. The original corn, teosint, wasn't easily edible for humans due to hard casting, but ancient breeders transformed it into modern maize by selecting for a softer, larger, more numerous kernels on a solid cob, making corn readily consumable as sweet corn, flour corn, etc. Though the original wild type had tough seeds that might have been eaten as popcorn or ground it into meal, not just on the cob. But studies have shown on cattle, when you take cattle off of species appropriate diet and take them off of grass and give them corn, they sustain serious digestive problems, serious issues, and which may result in death. Even in dogs, when you take a dog, a domesticated dog, off of natural raw meat, which is a species appropriate diet for a dog, and give him kibble, it cuts their lifespan in half. And this is true for human beings. The foods that we're being told are healthy for us weren't healthy in its original form, and either was not edible or barely edible when we first found the plant. It's like taking poison and turning it into food. So what they did is they bred the plant. They found out that sweeter plants that contain more sugar had less toxins in it, so they bred these plants to produce more sugar to make it more consumable for humans. But too much sugar is actually toxic for humans. The major cause for heart disease is not because you consume too much fat, too much meat. It's because Americans are consuming too much sugar. Now, you can say, oh, well, it's not like we are eating the original cow. The original cow was bred, yada, 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 yada. Use your brain before you speak if that's what you was thinking. Yes, our livestock has changed, but they were bred for different reasons. While we bred plants and vegetable life to make it more consumable, edible for humans. That's not why we bred wildlife. The wildlife was perfectly okay for us to eat in its original form, and we thrived on it for thousands of years. We bred them just to make them more easily. We bred them so we can control them easier. You know, you're taking a risk on your life when you go out and hunt a wildebeest. You know what I'm saying? We made them so we can control them, so we can get things like hide from them and oils and things like that. But we did not have to breed them to make them edible. That's the big difference. So I'm saying all that to say this: that meat is king, baby. If you're going vegan, you're going low T. Human beings are hyper carnivores. This is Bill Banks signing out with I want you to expand your mind. Peace.